faith in Jesus' name, I make a prophetic declaration over what God has put in this man and woman's heart for this region that I believe will not just touch Texas and the Midwest, but it's going to reach into the South and the East and the West and the North, and they're even in time going to cross the Atlantic, the Pacific. They're going to fly in from around the world because you've dug a well, and the well is called Rehoboth, and Rehoboth means room for all.
Wow, 17 years. It's been an amazing journey, and now we get to stand in the place we are standing in today. If you've been attending FreeLife for any amount of time now, you're probably already familiar with our history. But if today is your first time with us, we first want to welcome you to the family, and we also want you to know a little bit about how FreeLife came to be. It all started when our pastors Richie and Leanne Mullis heard from God to move from Longview, Texas with their 3 daughters to a fairly young community called Forney in 2004 to plant this amazing movement. In October of 2004, we began to meet in La Quinta Inn with just 5 people. We met for 6 weeks there, then decided to take a break to pray and fast in December and January. In February of 2005, we moved to Forney and began holding Friday night fellowships at Henderson Elementary. Easter of 2005, at Claiborne Elementary, we began holding Sunday morning worship services for the first time. And according to our pastors, let's just say it was only God holding us there. Our first Sunday service, we had 57 people, and each week the number kept declining. But continuing to persevere through the growing pains, we kept moving from place to place. Until December of 2008, we moved into our first rented building, and God moved in there, to say the least. People were continuing to get saved, build community, and ultimately, we believe in that time that God was building the foundation of what FreeLife Church is today. After 2 great years in that building, our pastors came across an old furniture store up on Highway 80. Little did we know that in November of 2010, we would move into that same building, and that would become our very first purchase location. Many of you were able to experience a few of those amazing and life-changing years, from our annual Refuel conferences to Kid Flicks to our first History Makers conference. We definitely experienced many outpourings of God's presence at that location. Then in April of 2016, we purchased 40 acres of prime real estate where we built our very first church at this location. So that leads us to where we are today. God has moved and is going to continue to move in the lives of each person who walks in these doors. From the very beginning, FreeLife has been all about changed lives. There's no telling what God is going to do as we stay faithfully committed to anything and everything short of sin to reaching people far from God.